Picture from this true crime story still gives me chills. Welcome to my series on true crime caught on camera, and today we are talking about a story that goes all the way back to 2004, but even then everyone was still watching. A body had been discovered in the basement. This man had been beaten so badly it was almost described as torture. The cause was a kitchen utensil. This was on May 24th, 2004. They found out later that the man was Oakley Al Kite. He went by Al, his middle name was Albert. And this man, it didn't make any sense what was going on here. In his home, everything seemed normal in the upstairs. There was a few things we'll get to, but everything seemed pretty normal. But the basement, it was almost just like night and day. The basement was used to torture this poor man. Upstairs in the sink were a few items that were soaking in bleach. Police believe that this was to get rid of evidence. It was the kitchen utensil, a couple other kitchen utensils, things that had fingerprints on them, like a glass, things like that. Now, little has been given about this crime in general because it is still unsolved, it's still ongoing. They're keeping a lot of things close to the chest. However, you or someone out there could be the key to cracking this whole case open. Al had just gained a roommate. They believe that this man is the one who did it. This man had only been there a short time. He lied everything about the application. His name, birthday, addresses were all made up, and he fled shortly after the crime. This man went by Robert Cooper, and he said that he had been from the East Coast and that he had worked at Wells Fargo Bank. There is a description of this witness. I'll put it on the screen. And generally, they didn't realize what was happening. Basically, Al gained this roommate. He was trying to save a little extra money. The roommate came in, normal person, people met him, people conversated with him, and then this happened just out of nowhere. One key thing is that he spoke with a Romanian accent, and that's going to come back later. This incident seemed pretty planned, but it also seemed spur of the moment, so it was kind of both, and we don't know what led up to the incident, we don't know what the motive was, but we do know that this person was caught on camera. Person took Al's debit card and withdrew money at an ATM, and the picture from the ATM is chilling. I still can't sleep. He's wearing a ski mask, he's in a pickup truck, and he's withdrawing money, and it is so scary. Withdrew $1,000 from this account, and then a cell phone was also ditched close to there in a phone booth. It has later come out that there was multiple things taken from this scene, but recently they have updated this case and they are getting super close to catching whoever it is. They got DNA. There was just a droplet, but they got DNA, and they are tracing it back as we speak, and they are very close to finding out who did this. They even are at the point where they're in family lineage. So there's going to be an update on this case soon, and there's going to be someone caught for this. But what's interesting is that this person was caught on tape. There had been multiple people have conversations with him, and then he just disappeared. So that is super strange. But a lot of people think that he may be changing the way that he looks, spoke, everything. Even down to like he walked with a cane. That could have been fake. And the accent could have been fake. We don't know. If this is true, this person was well thought out and planned and had probably a lot more victims. This person was using a burner phone, and like I said, everything on the application was fake, down to names, dates, times, everything. And the scene where Al was found was super strange. I can't get into a lot of the details about himself, but what I will say is that his feet were up in the air, and there had been torture done to his feet. And that could have traced back to like a Turkish ritual that this group used to torture people by their feet, which New Fear Unlocked, didn't know that was a thing, but now I do. The bindings also seemed like someone who had had like knot tying experience, like a sailor or in some kind of career where you have a lot of knots or something. I don't know. But what's insane about this case, and this had me down the biggest rabbit hole, is remember when I said they had a Romanian accent? Well, somebody who was close to Al met them two together, like had saw them two together and met this perpetrator. They had only picked up that it was a Romanian accent because they taught Romanian at a local college. If it would have just been a random person there in Colorado where he lived, they might not have picked up that it was Romanian. But it just so happened that that person was a teacher. How crazy is that? That is meant to be stuff. This case is crazy to me because the motive doesn't really line up. I mean, he didn't get that much money. He didn't know the person for very long. Police say this was more of a thrill thing, like he got in, got out, did what he wanted to do. And that is probably the scariest part of all. But he is being chased down as we speak because of DNA, but also because he was caught on camera. So remember, you cannot hide. We are always watching.